with another episode of Real Life Movie Talk. It is your boy Chris.
Nice. Blockbuster Ben.
Excellent. John.
Hey. Johnny.
Hello.
Good evening.
Johnny boy.
Good evening. How is everyone? It's Sunday night. Recording a little late this week. We had some stuff going on. But we had to get this in. We had to get this in for everybody. We've been talking about these two movies for 2 weeks. And we've been talking about The Matrix for 2 weeks now.
Or have.
yeah, it's all a dream. But yeah, we're back. We got some delicious snacks on the bar here. It's a little light Danish that I snagged from one of my favorite little grocery stores called Richardson Farms.
This does not look like.
I've never heard of Richardson Farms.
Yeah, it's out on Ebenezer Road, over right off Pulaski Highway in Whitemarsh, kind of.
Okay. You're on that side of town a lot, I feel like.
Well, Celine's mother lives over there.
There it is.
So yeah, back and forth. But when I lived over there, dude, I that was my grocery store. I went there for everything.
Yeah, I don't know much about that side of town.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot over there. But
Probably some good stuff, though.
Pizza John's and Richardson Farms.
Okay.
So that's all I care about.
I need to do Pizza John's.
And actually,
good things.
you can buy refrigerated Pizza John's pizzas at Richardson Farms. They sell them.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Like, so during COVID and all that, they started selling frozen
Okay.
pizzas too. And I actually, when they put them out, I remember I shared it and tagged Portnoy in it, and like so many people were tagging him trying to get that because they sent him some, and I just don't think he ever did.
He probably had thousands.
Can you imagine the amount of pizza?
What a good gig that guy has.
Oh man! But these are just some cream cheese danishes from their bakery, and I've never had one. I've had other things from their bakery, donuts, cookies, things like that. But it's gonna be my first go at a cream cheese Danish. So
You gonna dive in?
I'm just gonna take a big old bite.
Ebenezer Road.
It's very good. Golly. That cream cheese in the middle, man.
I wish I could eat all that.
John's still on his 75 hard, so he gets one bite and a sniff.
Yeah, not allowed to eat sweets.
That doesn't taste like cream cheese.
It's got a different,
very good.
It's like just a cream.
So it's not a sweet?
No calories.
0 calories in the danishes.
Oh, shit.
Man, it's good. But
It's
yeah,
very good. I could eat this, no problem.
they got a great hot side. One of the best rotisserie chickens I've ever had. You can get it as like a whole chicken dinner. You can get, they sell the like breast quarters and stuff with the same seasoning. They change up their specials daily. Like on Sundays, they have a fried chicken on Sunday sandwich or something like, playing at Chick-fil-A.
Mm-hmm.
Great sandwiches, great deli meats. It's great. I mean, all their produce, a lot of well, I can't say.
How'd you hear about this?
I just lived over there. I just found out about it. I forget. Yeah, and highly recommend.
It's very good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would love to eat that whole thing.
I will eat mine.
I will eat this vicariously through you.
Cool. No drinks. I got a flight. Well, not for me. I got an energy drink. I'm flying out tomorrow morning.
You're drunk.
Yeah.
I drank a lot before I came here.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
And John's still not drinking water. Right?
The goat.
Yeah. Yeah.
I pretended last week that I was drinking the beer they were drinking. Speaking of which, last night we went to Jennings, and there was a couple of me, Sean, Tucker sitting at the table. Rob and Dave walks in. Clampett walks right over to the bar. Sean has been there for a while. Comes back over and he sits down and he's got one of these cans in his hand. Mm-hmm. Sean is like in the middle of talking to me. He goes, "Where the fuck did you get that?" And he's like, "Oh, I got it from the bar, but it was the last one." Sean was like, Dave tried to switch it with him. And he's like, "I am not drinking that now."
Yeah. That's cool. I didn't know bars were selling it.
Yeah, they don't, I don't know how many they carry, but yeah,
They're
it was their last one.
It's legitimately a really good IPA.
Yeah, and that's something for you to say that.
Smell good.
Have you guys been watching anything
Yes.
outside of these two movies?
Yes.
Me too.
I watched one episode of Ozark.
So good.
Hate the little boy, the son.
Yeah.
I watched. I'm caught up on 1883, and I finished Mayor of Kingstown, which you need to watch.
I told you I'm gonna try to dive in this week while I'm
damn
gone.
good. I've been watching that Peacemaker.
Oh,
Yeah.
John Cena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah, it's funny. What now? I just gotta accept the fact that he's not The Rock, and he's playing the exact character that he's supposed to be.
He's like just better than Rock.
Not even close.
Just better.
He's playing the exact character he's supposed to be. This douchebag fuckboy who happens to be a superhero. I mean, that's what he is.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he is in it. Like, he doesn't even know that he's doing it. He's just an arrogant shithead.
That's him.
Yeah. And
So it's wild. I started watching it,
Mhm.
and since I watched it, I went back and watched Suicide Squad again, the second one. And it's weird, but like even the real pivotal moments where he seems like the villain, you understand it now because of who he is in this show.
Yeah.
It's fucking good.
It's set prior, where it has to be, right?
No, it's after.
Post.
It's after.
Oh.
It literally starts.
It's awesome.
It literally starts with him in the hospital.
I laughed out loud. Julia likes it. She
Okay.
thinks
It's funny. It's funny. Like I said, it took me the first episode to warm up to his character.
Okay.
Even talking about it here last week. Like, I just gotta accept the fact that it's just going to be kind of silly.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a superhero show. It isn't.
It reminds me of Deadpool.
Okay.
He's not even close to as funny as Deadpool, but it's similar basis.
Okay.
Snarky sexual comments. There's nudity.
Tight.
Yeah, it's not for kids.
No,
but
hell no.
I
I mean,
love
unless your kids are allowed to watch it.
I think this show is awesome.
Okay.
How many episodes is that? Is it 3
4
now?
right now.
4? I think I might have only seen the first 2.
Maybe I'll try to do both. I'll download some stuff for the plane tomorrow. I think I got like a 3-hour flight, so I could probably knock out a couple
When I was
episodes.
A12, the movie.
Yeah. I'm 2 episodes into Ozark, which is great. I think I'm gonna do another one tonight.
One more bite.
Both episodes were caught. My wife and I like the show Euphoria, which is on HBO.
That's the one about the young kids?
Yeah, it's
A lot
tough.
of trans shit in there, isn't
It's
there?
the girl.
There
from,
is a trans character, yes.
Spider-Woman, right?
That was the...
Zendaya.
Zendaya
Yeah.
is in it, and it's
She
about
didn't she stay the night with the kid in the first one? I watched like the first 4 episodes. Doesn't she hang out with the one?
yeah.
trans
Yeah,
guy?
it's
Kind of weird show to me.
it's not weird.
Because they're kids.
Yeah, it is, and it's like about high school culture in LA, and like,
But there's a lot of sexual shit.
There's
it's
a
very
lot
strange
of-
for me to watch kids have sex.
but they're not. They're playing kids, but they're obviously all.
I know,
of
but
age,
that doesn't
yeah.
matter. That's like saying, hey, I watched this adult pretend to be a kid and fuck another kid.
Yeah, it's
It's very weird in my head.
It is weird. It makes you, if you don't have kids, it'll make you never want to have
Right.
fucking kids.
And the irony in it is called Euphoria.
Yeah, man. I don't. They're trying to send some kind of message.
They're pushing a lot of them.
But we enjoy it. Just like it's just
Definitely
it's
interesting
one of
what I
those.
watched.
Yeah, it's just one of those shows that like, we kind of started and we were like,
Hooked you?
let's see where it goes and we'll just
Right.
stick with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you got a little on the corner. Yeah, there it is. No, oh, you still got it. Chris, help him out. Oh.
They're gone?
No, it's on the other side. And then also, Celine and I watched Mean Girls this morning.
Oh.
Which
I've never seen that.
it's so
Never
funny,
seen
I
dude.
don't think so.
It's really funny.
Yeah, it's
and,
pretty good.
and I think it came out in like 04.
It's got the girl from Party of 5 in it.
Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan's
I know
in
that.
it.
I know she's in there, and I've seen maybe like parts of it.
Rachel McAdams is in it.
Yeah, she ends up fucking them all over at the end. Like she ends up being the shitty one.
Kind of,
Lindsay
yeah.
Lohan?
Yeah. She learns a lot.
She gets payback. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually messaged her about it. She said they celebrate every year
Oh, yeah.
on Mean Girls Day.
Really?
Yeah, Lindsay Lohan said that.
That's pretty cool.
She's supposed to come on our podcast.
She was.
Yeah, she
Maybe we'll still try.
Yeah, I stopped
so was-
caring.
So is Adam Clark.
After I fucked the interview up, I was like, I don't want to do any more interviews.
And we have
And we haven't.
Phil came on.
Yeah.
it's true.
There's some jokes though that like even written by like Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, like I don't think they'd write those jokes today, man. But they're really funny jokes. Like
You can't make funny jokes.
she plays it like I guess so. There's a moment at the beginning where the principal Tim, I think it's Tim Meadows is his name, like his real name, also an SNL alum. He comes in and he's like, there's some Tina Fey had just spilled coffee all over herself, so she's like, it's like frantic.
Well, I just wanted to let everyone know that we have a new student joining us. She just moved here all the way from Africa.
Welcome.
I'm from Michigan.
Great.
Oh yeah.
And the girl's
I forgot.
the girl's like, I'm from Michigan.
I forgot all about that.
And then the
That would still be funny.
It's
though.
hilarious.
That would still be funny.
And then Tim Meadows says Lindsay Lohan's character's name wrong. It's Katie, but it's spelled C-A-D-Y. So he says,
Her name is Caddy Heron. Where are you, Caddy?
That's me. It's pronounced like Katie.
My apologies. I have a nephew named Anthony, and I know how mad he gets when I call him Anthony. Almost as mad as I get when I think about the fact that my sister named him Anthony.
It just, I was cracking up, man. There's a lot of funny moments in
It's
that
a good movie.
You watched it this morning?
It's a cult classic.
Yeah, like 10 o'clock. We had, Courtney went to brunch with her cousin, so I was like, Celine, want to get some donuts and watch a movie? So we went to Dunkin'.
After
That's
brunch?
a good play.
No, Courtney went to
Oh,
brunch.
Courtney went. You did. Yeah.
Celine and I were just home. I was like, hey, you want to go run to Dunkin', get a couple donuts, watch a movie this morning?
There you go.
So we
Never
got
said
hot
no to
chocolate, donuts, and watched Mean Girls.
Yes, yeah,
So it was fun.
A few more months, and you can do that again.
March 18th.
March 18th.
I'll be in Charleston.
It's while we're talking about it. Dunkin' Donuts ain't what it used to be, man.
I
swear to
don't
God.
think Dunkin' Donuts has ever been anything. I just think that it's the place.
I like the chai lattes.
What
Somebody likes that too.
what else? Where is it? What? So McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Five Guys, Chick-fil-A, Dunkin' Donuts. And what? What's
Dunkin' Donuts.
What's a Dunkin'
Donuts is like a step up from the fast food coffee, but a step down from the Starbucks.
But I'm saying they also do like donuts and breakfast sandwiches. But what? Who's their competitor? They have no competition, so
There's
they
no
can
one low.
they
They're
can be
the low.
shitty, right?
They're
They got
number one
Starbucks, but Starbucks doesn't have donuts and bacon for $1.89.
Sure.
There's
Yeah.
no competition for Dunkin'. They
like-
don't need to be good.
McDonald's versus Five Guys.
Oh,
Starbucks is Five Guys, but you're still gonna go to McDonald's.
Yeah, but the difference is that both have burgers. There's no donuts at
That's
Starbucks.
what I'm saying.
People go to Dunkin'
It's
Donuts
a burger
for
versus a
breakfast.
burger, but one burger is very good, and the other is
You
just,
talking about the coffee?
yeah.
I like their caramel mocha latte.
Well, it was the point I was making was about the donuts. They're not fresh.
They always
they're
seem like they're
never
yesterday's
fresh
donut?
because they don't make no Dunkin' Donuts makes them
Yeah, they get delivered.
in house anymore.
Yeah, they
They're
get
always delivered. It's like, man, you guys are it's not the same. Take out.
Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
Do they got coffee?
They do have coffee.
Fuck, they're crushing them. Krispy
Well,
Kreme
I
is
just-
so good.
Yeah, but they don't emphasize the coffee.
They don't.
It's like Dunkin' Donuts isn't even called Dunkin' Donuts anymore. It's
Yeah,
called Dunkin',
Dunkin', yeah.
because it's all coffee.
Yeah.
That's what the real
That's
comparison.
because they're making a bajillion dollars.
You can
off
get
of
Dunkin'
coffee.
Donuts at any Royal Farms or
No, that's
any
Krispy Kreme.
Krispy-
same shit though.
Yeah.
They're all the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
donuts.
relatively. Well, Krispy Kreme from Krispy Kreme is bar none. Well,
If it's fresh.
for quick donuts. I mean, if you want to go to like Duck Donuts or one of those,
Yeah.
you're spending
Maple Donuts,
you're spending
yeah.
$12 for a half dozen. But goddamn, those bitches are good.
No, if
And
I'm
they're
ever
heavy.
if I'm ever feeling like up for it, I'll drive down to where actually right up the street from Heavy Seas Brewery is Bakery Express.
Yeah, they got good donuts.
Well, they're the ones that supply all the 7-Elevens in the area.
With Krispy Kremes.
With donuts?
No, Royal Farms has Krispy Kremes.
Pay attention.
Bakery Express. Listen to what I'm saying, please.
I don't know the words.
No, Bakery Express. They make them fresh there. Obviously, it's a humongous fucking.
This
building.
is enlightening.
And they're the ones that deliver. I forget who told me that. My younger brother. But they
You
supply
seem like a connoisseur.
of donuts. Mm-hmm. I do love a good.
What's your
donut.
Oh
What's
shit,
your
we
go-to?
should do a donut review.
What's your go-to?
Like if I'm gonna get one donut,
Yeah.
Boston cream.
Ditto.
I think that's what I said when we put the thing up. You put the pick 'em up that week.
Me too.
That got a lot of.
It did. It did.
It's
hard to
it's
pick.
so hard for me to pick because it depends on
Day
where
of the
I
week.
go.
Because you're not allowed to eat them.
Like
Yeah.
no doubt, no donuts. Like Dunkin' Donuts, when you get there when they're delivered, and I have milk, I love that chocolate frosted donut. That shit
One of
is
the
so
best.
good, but I gotta have milk.
Yep.
But then Krispy Kreme for their glaze if you get them, and then if you go to like a fancy,
They're hot. Yo, if they're hot and it just melts. Wow.
I'll tell you that when that
Those
job
are
I had in
hilarious.
Luckin City, I would get a half dozen of them in the morning, and it would be 2 gone before I got out of the parking lot. But I could inhale them. You don't even fucking breathe. It's like
Yeah,
gone,
it's
gone.
Dude, the
And they
Krispy
sell milk.
Kremes literally melt.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yes.
not like
And
a
they're
joke.
fresh. You
Yeah.
can eat them with your teeth closed. Like, you can literally slurp them through your fucking straw.
Yeah, man.
God damn, they're good.
Really
Yeah.
fat boyed out right there.
Yeah, we got off on a tangent. Our
I'm
podcast.
going through withdrawal. I took one bite of that fucking sweet. I'm gone. Heading out.
Yeah.
All right, bring it in. Reel it in.
Let's jump into the
What
first
did we
review,
watch?
which is going to be The Matrix Resurrections,
I'm gonna cook
which
sweet
came out
pictures.
right at the end of 2021. It's rated R, 2 hours and 28 minutes, way too long. Directed by Lana Wachowski. The original trilogy was directed by Lana Wachowski and, well, actually, their names were different back then. They went by the Wachowski brothers when the first movie came out, and then one of them transitioned, and then the other has since transitioned. They're the sisters now, but only one of the sisters directed this movie. The other one wasn't involved. So Lana Wachowski directed, written by Lana Wachowski, David Mitchell, and Alexander Hemen or something. And I read something about why the other one wasn't involved, but
Still transitioning.
no. That's long been over. But it was something to do with, I don't know if it's true, but it was something to do with personal stuff like loss of their parents or something like that.
The same parent.
Jesus. One of them's like, I don't care. The other one's like, I do.
Well, no, one of them used, again, what I read, don't know if this is true, but one of them said they used the writing the movie as like their way to grieve and deal with the loss, and then the other one was like, I don't want to revisit that kind of thing. Okay. So, but I don't know if that's true. And the plot, man.
Are we doing Scream right now?
No.
Oh,
we're doing The Matrix.
I thought you were talking about. Wait, all right, sorry.
Yeah, The Matrix, right?
Yeah.
So it's set 60 years past the events of the third movie, Revolutions, Jesus. And the truce between man and machines has, broken. And then, Neo and Trinity find themselves back in the Matrix, and, on we go. I don't know how else would you, there's,
It's a complicated thought.
It's so all over, it's convoluted as hell, man.
Have you guys seen Westworld, like the third season?
Yeah, that, exactly. Yes. So
that's what it is to me, but worse.
John, that might be the most perfect analogy you've ever made.
I'm out.
Because the first season of Westworld, mind-blowing.
Mm-hmm.
The first Matrix, mind-blowing. And then it's just gotten slowly
The second one
worse.
was kind of interesting, but it really started getting... There was a lot of details, and I was like, I have got to take notes now.
Yeah. But, Keanu Reeves is back. Carrie-Anne Moss is back. For whatever reason, Lawrence Fishburne was not back. And when he was asked about it, he's like, you'd have to ask Lana why I'm not back in this movie. So it sounds like he would have done it, but just wasn't asked. Yahya Abdul-Mateen plays Morpheus in this movie, who was the guy in the new Candyman. Mm-hmm. And then it's got some younger actors in it, that are fairly new. Neil Patrick Harris is in it. Jada Pinkett Smith is in it. Too many names. There's a lot of people.
It's a lot of good characters.
One of the main characters, Bugs. For as much as I did not like this movie, I liked her. I like the actress. She's from Iron Fist. She was Colleen from Iron Fist, the girl with the blue hair. Yeah. So I thought
Iron Fist,
the Marvel show.
The Marvel show, yeah.
Oh, I hated that show.
But I liked her. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, I didn't watch it.
Okay.
I started it, turned it off. I was like, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember when she showed up. It wasn't right away. I don't think. What did you guys think of the movie, though?
No, I didn't hate it.
Okay.
I know you guys did. I know
Is that it?
It does. But
that's it.
I liked it. I liked it more than the third.
I don't remember the third, so maybe I do.
Everyone is shitting on it pretty unanimously, but when I watched it, I was like, yeah, unanimously.
Sometimes
I know some of these words.
Sometimes you just want to make sure people are paying attention, and you flip an M and an N.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the same exact letters, but just flip that shit.
Anonymously.
Unanimous.
So, yeah, I will say, I'm going to defend it a bit here. Okay. I didn't think it was terrible. Okay. I thought, based on everything everyone was saying, I was going to want to turn it off right away. And I was intrigued the entire movie. Like, what's happening, what's going on. There were some over-the-top scenes, as you would expect in a movie like this. Yeah. But there were also some pretty deep, cool things about it that I liked.
I may have turned this off had it not been for the review. I tried so hard, because I even talked to my cousin. He's like, just go in with an open mind. He's like, if you don't close yourself off right away and don't listen to whatever people are saying, he said you might be able to enjoy it. But I just couldn't. I almost literally came in here with the first two. You know what I mean? Like I would have turned this movie off. I thought there were some cool action sequences here and there. But like there was also some really shitty CGI that with a budget like that, like you gotta.
I was gonna say the exact same thing.
Oh, it has to be huge.
It's a blank check, I'm sure.
Straight to streaming.
It was in theaters too, was it not?
It was in theaters, but it was straight to streaming.
Same time.
Yeah, but I'm gonna look up the budget right now.
So was the Black Widow movie, right? That was.
Yeah, but that's just Marvel flexing.
I'm just saying that's a big budget movie.
But you gotta buy it. You had to buy it on Marvel.
I'll agree with you there. Yeah, okay. I agree with you there, Ben. Some of the action was cool. Like, I think it had the opportunity to be an interesting movie. I don't know. One of the lines in the movie I think is so ironic to the movie, which I'll say is my favorite line later. But it's just like, why did they make it? You know what I mean?
That's a
I
great
feel
question.
like I feel like the movies have been fine, and then you know what I mean. Even with this Scream, you know what I mean. It's like at least that kind of change. That story kind of changed. Like this Matrix, man. I was like,
because this is a horror movie. There needs to be a billion of those.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. But
that's true. But it's like a
finish.
At least Scream is like a horror comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get the satire in it. This is supposed to be like mind blowing, like the first one was, and they just missed.
That's what I did. I felt like they tried to do a do-over because they fucked up the third one so bad and they ended it so poorly. They're like, ooh, let's try again. And I just don't fuck with it. Like, they shouldn't have made one after the first one is perfect. Like, you could have ended after the first movie and you're done.
And they did just basically exactly what they had to do to make the series end by killing them both, and then hey, here we are.
In my head, I thought about this.
He's referencing the third movie. Yeah. We have not jumped into spoilers yet for this.
Right.
Yeah.
But so for the first one, and I reference it to like why sequels are never better than the original. Sometimes they are, but typically it's because people that write movies don't have a plan for a second. This is their life ambition. They've been writing it their entire lives. They've been playing off each other. This is their goal. They sell that movie, and then it makes whatever it makes at the box office, and the show says, all right, we need another one now. And then they have 8 months to write a sequel to a movie they took 10 years to write. And that's what they've been rushed to do it. And I think that's what happened with the whole Matrix trilogy. It was always meant to be one. Then it did so well, they had to do a second and a third, and the second and third were kind of phoned in. And then this one, they're like, well, we were never going to do this one, but I'm upset about something. Keanu Reeves is all of a sudden popular again because
how you know it got rushed, this new one?
Not the new one didn't get rushed. I'm talking about the second and third one.
Well, this is worse than those.
I disagree about the third one. But I think this one came out because Keanu Reeves got popular again. And Jada ain't doing nothing, but everyone that's not named Will Smith. I was going to say, she is doing something. Not Will Smith. So, she's doing...
You can tell because she's looking used in this movie.
I mean, 60 years have gone by. Yeah, that makes sense.
That was terrible. I hated her character probably
Me too.
most. But, whatever. So, I feel like now they're trying to revamp it and they do it the right way. I don't know. It wasn't great, but I didn't hate it. I just think the reason the second and third were so bad is because it was a quick cash grab.
And they released them in the same year.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It's so dumb.
I don't think that I hated this movie. I had to want to. I knew what it's just, you hear the Matrix and it's been a while, so you kind of hyped for it to be good. And you're right, the latter movies for Keanu Reeves, some of them have been excellent. John Wick was fucking awesome. He's been training. He's like some super, gun shooter now. I'm like, I really expected that. And then you see the scenes and you're like, what the fuck, man? This is you? This is it? John Wick would kick your ass.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not, they miss for me. For me, I'm not, if you liked it, by all means, it's your thing. I didn't. I like the guys who plays the agent in Mindhunter. I do like him in that series.
Jonathan Groff, he plays the new Smith.
Yeah, I like him in Mindhunter. That's an awesome series.
Yeah. Well, let's jump into some spoilers.
Sure.
Let's just get right into it. As I just,
Yeah.
I don't want to drag this out.
No need to. Let's just get to it. You want to rate it? I'm
ready
to rate it right now.
Yeah. No, but just tell me, is there anything that you like? You definitely had some things, I would assume.
I thought it was cool. So you start with a movie that you think everyone's dead. Yeah. Right? The movie's concluded, and they spent this time to revamp the movie. I think they went about it in at least enough of a fashion to explain why they're back in the Matrix again. Mm-hmm. It's not great, but coming with dead characters and revamping them, I think they do a better job than fucking Fast and the Furious does. Oh, she was never dead. She escaped the explosion. This one was like, we re-engineered their bio makeup, and then we put them through a bunch of testing to understand why this glitch in the Matrix became the glitch. Took us 30 years. There was deep shit in there.
Yeah.
I thought. And then it realized that, Neo wasn't only the reason. He had to meet her, and the love of the connection between those two is the reason he was as powerful. Whatever. That kind of shit is all new, but also cool that they brought it together, I thought.
Okay, John.
Yeah. I almost want to say the opposite of what he just said. Because I think I would have
dude, I had nothing.
I think I would have liked it more if they didn't do what you just said. If they didn't bring him back or her back, and they
didn't make the movie at all.
They got rid of. Well, no, they could have just they could have just made it different or new instead of trying to recreate the same movie with a very similar storyline with the same characters.
Yeah,
it's the exact same fucking movie, except the graphics are worse. The CGI is worse than the first one, and that movie's 20 years old. It's just. I would have rather they did not bring it back and waste their time explaining why and how they were so powerful. Create something new. Maybe an accidental off spawn or something of them two. Like something like that would have been interesting. But like, I hate his character. I hate Keanu Reeves' character. This whole movie.
I didn't like him in any of them.
I think he's at least in the first one, he's a badass. Like this one, he's soft as hell.
Well, I thought in all of it, the storyline character movie. I don't like Keanu Reeves in almost anything.
John Wick is
early. I take him in Replacements, and I'll take him in
Speed.
Oh, the first
Speed. Yeah, early. Yeah. Speed, Replacements, and
Point Break.
Point Break. Those are the three.
So good.
I don't like John. Any of them, but that's just.
You don't like John Wick, the first one?
Any of them.
No wonder you like this.
I mean, if I had to pick something I liked,
I like those movies better than this, but I don't hate this movie.
Dude, I mean, like I said, some of the action was cool. I can't think of something that I mean, if they're, I don't know. Dude, honestly, I can't. I don't know. Yeah, when it was over, loved that.
The concept of the creator, Neil Patrick Harris's, like how powerful he was kind of interesting. Like his ability to just freeze Keanu Reeves, even though Keanu Reeves knew he was the one, to just stop him, even though what's her name was about to get killed. Like, that's a super powerful motherfucker. And then they pretty much dismissed how strong he was at the end when they had the other agent come in.
Yeah,
that's
you know what I mean? Why make that guy so strong?
They built him up, and then it was like,
definite flaws.
Right. Oh yeah. Well, and even that agent, like, are they friends? They're not friends. You want to kill the guy? Maybe not. And then where'd you go?
And that takes me. I don't really like Neil Patrick Harris like at all.
Yeah.
What?
No, I don't like.
Wow.
I don't like it. I hated that show, How I Met Your Mother.
What?
I hate it. Hate it so much.
Oh,
and I hate his character in that show, and I can't not see that character everywhere he goes. He's that guy. And
yeah, that guy.
He's not even a hetero.
What?
He's not even heterosexual.
He's a gay.
No, has
you
nothing.
see him as the womanizing character from How I Met Your Mother?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I hated that character in How I Met Your Mother so much.
Why?
I just did. He's so douchey, so just like.
Playing his role, and you're definitely not gonna like Peacemaker.
Yeah, no, I just
it's the same guy.
I didn't, but not to be fair, I didn't like many of the characters in How I Met Your Mother. Once that show got, I just had this whole discussion with my cousin, but like, that show was built up so big for me, and I got into it, and then like they drugged that shit out for 8 seasons. I was like, you guys gotta be kidding with this.
Anything I thought about The Office, exact same way.
I don't know if.
Both of you saying some crazy shit right now.
No, that's all I'm saying. The Office was put on a huge pedestal.
The Office is on a huge pedestal.
And I watched it and put it down. I put it on the fucking little stool down here. Not up here. Not even close. Not even close. It's not even in my top 10.
John doesn't like comedies.
Not in my top 20. They're boring.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting off on a little bit of a tangent, but
Ben loved the movie.
I didn't like him, and like kind of what they built him up to be like. So basically, he is this program that is in the third movie and recognizes even like after Neo and Trinity are dead how powerful their connection was or whatever. And he like recreates them, right? And that's the whole thing is like, but they have to be together in order to like keep the Matrix going or something, And I just dude, I'm getting so lost in my thoughts right now because I'm so I'm jumbled and I don't. But the whole movie trying to be like meta, like referencing Warner Brothers in the movie, like Warner Brothers. There's and then you find out that like the whole setup is Neo is back, but this time he's not a hacker. He's a video game designer. They made the original trilogy of movies was actually just a series of video games.
In his brain, because
he that's what this whole setup was, and I was like,
false memories.
And the joke at the end, man, like the whole he makes. You know why Tiffany or Trinity was named Tiffany? And it's a callback to fucking How I Met Your Mother and something that Neil Patrick Harris says in How I Met Your Mother about like all girls named Tiffany are crazy or something like that. I forget the exact joke, but I know that was a specific callback to that show. And then did you see the post-credit scene?
I didn't know there was one.
It's all the freaking like developers sitting around talking about developing something called the cat tricks or something. It was just, I hated it, man. I hated it. I can't.
I can't wait to see what you give this.
Yeah, I think I don't know where you are with it.
Are you rating it already?
No, but I don't like. I like this a lot more than I liked
Green Knight?
Yeah.
I mean, they're
What did I give
two
Green
totally
Knight?
different movies.
Was it low? It was
You guys
low.
are both in the threes, yeah. But yeah, they're two totally different movies.
Oh, this is gonna be down there.
Yeah, I mean, I have lines. You have director's hat too. We got to
Yeah,
get
of
through
course.
real quick.
That was like
So what
saying
was your
this.
favorite
Like,
line?
Oddly enough, it was something that Neil Patrick Harris.
He likes him.
No, but it's just the line. It was just the line because it references people, and it made me really think
that is a
about
good
today's
line.
society.
That is a good line.
And that's all it was. Anybody could have fucking said it.
When he's sitting in the chair talking to him.
Yeah, so right towards the end or whatever. But he says he's talking about the people in the Matrix. Well, like obviously the people are in the Matrix because he refers to them. He says the sheeple aren't going anywhere. They like my world. They don't want this sentimentality. They don't want freedom or empowerment. They want to be controlled. They crave the comfort of certainty, and that makes me think about today. And it's a
fact.
I feel like most people are like that. They'll let, let's just say, government or their job or whatever do whatever because they're like, it's whatever. And I was like, man, it's pretty. I thought that was actually pretty deep line. I just kind of. I hate that it's that character that said it. I just really don't like.
I feel like you went in with a grudge. You
kinda,
saw Neil Patrick Harris and you're like, I would never love this movie.
I can't wait to hate this.
Right. I honest with you, you're probably right. I didn't want to watch it. Like I did not want to watch this movie.
You gotta be unbiased.
I tried.
You suggested watching it to review it.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
That was not me. It was not me.
No, the fuck, I did not say do it. I said I've seen it. We should just rate it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's
then
all
you
I
did
said.
suggest
You
review.
said you want to just watch it, and I agreed. You would listen to the tape.
Because you said I want you guys to watch it.
Yes, and then we can just rate it.
Okay. Well, either way, if we're gonna score it, we might as well talk about it. That's what my logic was.
That's different. I would spend the whole time of you being mad at it. We could
I'm
just
Yeah. Sorry if this is a little.
No. I definitely think you should watch it, but that's not what my rating was.
Maybe one day I'll go back and try again.
Watch it when you're going to sleep. What's your line?
I don't even know who said it, but it said, "Did you know that hope and despair are nearly identical in human code?" And I thought that was a pretty deep line. Personally.
Isn't that Neil Patrick Harris too?
I think
When
so.
he's talking to him, he's talking to
I love Neil Patrick Harris.
I think that's
I
when
think he's hilarious.
I think he's talking to him when he's explaining how why he brought them both back.
Yeah.
And they're
So
showing
you
the
gotta
cutaways.
give him something to care about. And you're depressed, but you don't know how close hope and despair are
Right.
when you look at them. And regardless of genetic code, like that just is a fact of life. Like people that are, like dual personalities or antidepressed or whatever. I can't remember what the medical term is.
Anti-depressant.
Really high
So
highs
happy?
and really low lows.
Bipolar.
Yeah, bipolar.
Oh.
So they're like real happy, but you know they're gonna be sad soon
Yeah.
because
They're peaking.
Yeah.
That's
Hope and
bipolar.
despair.
Yeah.
They're right next to each other.
Yeah.
There's a scene where when Keanu Reeves is kind of going through it at the beginning, and he goes into Mr. Smith's office, who is his partner, and they're sitting there going back and forth, and like he's starting to lose a little bit. And I thought this was I thought the irony in this line was hilarious because he says they're going back and forth. And he says something back to him. He says, "That's the thing about stories, isn't it? They never really end." And I thought that was like a direct line of talking about the movie. Like here we are again talking about the same goddamn movie that we made before. Essentially, we're just gonna restart it by bringing you guys back to life. Except this time, we're not gonna make you powerful. We're gonna make Trinity the one that's powerful. Yeah. They're gonna jump out a window and go, "Oh, Neo would have died if it wasn't for her."
Dude,
Stupid.
Who
This is
cares?
stupid
Who
movie.
fucking cares? Can I tell you a line that I hated? I still know Kung Fu. Fucking hated it. What are we doing? Why did that have to be in there?
Let's just rate this, please.
Yeah.
I know all of your directors.
Yeah, don't make it.
don't.
Don't make this movie. Don't make 2, 3, or this.
Mine was kind of earlier with yours.
Facts, though.
With the opposite of what yours was. The reason you liked it is the reason you liked it. I think I would have been captured more if they didn't waste their time if they recreated a story. I mean, they just were like, man, this movie did really good 20 years ago. Let's pull everybody back and try to make this same movie, except we'll make somebody else powerful this time.
Yeah, that's
like,
what.
Why?
Yeah, dude. That's like it.
Because they're girls now.
Woman power. There's a lot of women in this.
They were guys when they wrote the first one.
Yeah, that's true. Dude. Or don't make it so long. I mean, it was long.
This could have been a 25-minute movie. Can you rate this? This is a
First?
good movie.
I'm gonna give it a 5.8.
Okay. I feel like you just gave something else a 5.8.
Pizza.
Was it? No, it was something else. 3.1 for me.
God. I don't know that I suffered through this.
I don't know why.
I did not like it. I'm gonna go ahead and do a whole score. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay.
I didn't quite suffer through it. It was just below that.
Oh, I was suffering.
It was just below suffering.
I didn't hate it at all.
To each his own.
I'm telling
Ben
you.
loved Green Egg. I don't know how so.
Love is strong. But I really enjoyed it.
You were so giddy when we talked about
I had to defend it.
When
I had
you
to defend
looked
it.
over to us and we both said we didn't like it, you were like, what?
Well, I felt very betrayed in that moment.
I felt betrayed when you sent those messages out to everybody except for us the other day.
Sorry.
You said to all your friends. We
I
were
didn't
on
say
that list.
friends. I didn't say friends. I'm telling you, this
Look
would
at
have
this.
been...
Look at this. $26 now. Leonard Fournette just scored. About to tie the fucking game.
Holy moly.
Never count Brady out. Ever.
Never.
Update is Sunday.
Yeah.
They were winning 20-3. The Bucks were losing 20-3 to the Rams.
In the fucking third.
It's now 27-20. It's about to be 27-27.
It's about to be tied up?
Yeah. They just scored a touchdown to make it 26-27.
Oh my God.
They're
How
not
much,
gonna
fourth
go-
quarter? How much time is left?
Okay.
John, why don't you have all this information?
I don't know.
They're gonna know by then. So what's our next movie?
Okay, so the next movie we're doing is Scream.
42 seconds. 27-27.
Holy moly. Yeah, so Scream from 2022. Brand new, rated R. 1 hour, 54 minutes, directed by Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillette, one of the two. They also directed Ready or Not, which I enjoyed.
I love that movie.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Written by James Vanderbilt, Guy Busick, and it's set 25 years after the original murders in Woodsboro. A new Ghostface killer emerges, and then Sidney Prescott returns home to try to figure out what's going on. And like I just said, Sidney Prescott, Nev Campbell is back. Gail Weathers, Courtney Cox is back. Dewey Riley, David Arquette is back. All the original three are back. And then we got some new characters. Sam Carpenter, played by Melissa Barrera. Richie Kirsch, played by Jack Quaid, who's the main character from The Boys. Do you guys watch The Boys?
Oh, yeah.
Great. And then Amber Freeman, played by Mikey Madison, and Tara Carpenter, played by Jenna Ortega. All young actors. They've been in some new stuff, like In the Heights. I said The Boys. Mikey Madison's from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I feel like Richie Kirsch reminds me of Dwight from The Office.
In this movie?
In general. And everything. Every time I look at him, I go, ooh, that's a young Dwight.
Could be, maybe, yeah.
Just pay attention to it.
The build, the
You might see
face,
it.
yeah. But I really like this movie a lot. I
Really enjoyed, would recommend.
Yes, I mean, you kind of already got my thoughts in the last episode, right? Because I talked about it a little. I think it's the best one since the first one. They kind of went downhill for me in order.
I like 2.
Like 2 was okay, 3 got pretty rough, and then 4 came back around a little bit. I like the twist at the end of 4, and then I think this one kind of amped it up. And I like the thing I love about Scream, the Scream movies, is that they know what they are, and they've been that from jump. Like,
They make fun of themselves in the movie.
Yeah. And they've
They
been
make
true.
a movie about the movies. It's pretty funny.
And they've been true to that through and through. Everyone has the scene where they talk about the rules of surviving a horror movie.
Yep.
They got the character that does it. You know, they got the jokes and a little bit of the campiness, but there are some seriously tense and like thriller moments, and some brutal killings.
I really enjoy that they are actual killers. Like, it turns into a murder mystery every time. It's
Yep.
not just Michael Myers who can't be killed.
Yes.
No offense to the classics. They're the classics for a reason. But they're just monsters.
Yep.
This is like, that might be able to happen.
I love
some
them.
of the stuff in this movie would not have been able to happen. But that's a movie.
Yeah.
There are situations where a person could wear a mask and kill a bunch of people. They get killed, then a copycat does the same thing. I enjoy that.
Yeah, the whodunit aspect.
I love it. Murder mysteries.
Yeah,
awesome.
it's and like that was the whole thing with like slashers that weren't like aside from the ones you just mentioned, the big ones, but like when you don't know when you're trying to guess who the killer is, like I love like the whodunit, man. It's a great point.
But I mean, even Jason had like his mother conjured him, so there was a twist.
Yeah,
And like Freddy Krueger, it's like who reintroduced fear, that kind of stuff.
this is insane.
But
Holy
it's
shit,
pretty
he
awesome.
just threw two fucking... He just gained 50 yards in 2 plays.
He's
Stafford.
just got to down it, and then we're gonna try and kick a field goal.
Yep.
Live reaction here, boys.
Yes,
Stafford
yes.
just threw 2 passes in a row to Cooper Kupp for basically like 60 yards.
Well, that's it. Game over if they make this field goal.
That is insane.
Wow! Wow! Nothing would make me happier than Brady not winning this
I
game.
put $500.
Look at him.
on
He
the
did
Rams.
all that work and the defense. Like, what is he supposed to do?
Put $500 on the Rams, boys and girls.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, John, do you want to give your thoughts on the movie? Or
Yeah, I like. I'll agree with you. The whodunit part. I like the aspect of this movie because they introduce it and automatically you know the killers are. You meet them all right away.
Yep.
It's not like a mystery. I mean, I did reach on this one with a character. I would just say with the mother that's in England.
Both agreed.
Yeah.
Well, we thought there'd be who the killers were. We guessed, and we were both right and wrong.
Yeah, he was right about one, wrong about the other. I was right about one. We both guessed the same two.
The opposite killers.
But the opposite ones.
all right, we'll get into when we get into spoilers. We'll clear that up.
Also, a little bit of spoilers.
There's
might be
two.
more than one killer.
Well, that's one of the rules. There's always two.
Yeah.
He said that in there.
And the Rams just won.
Fuck you, Tom Brady. I would be drunk on this episode if I was drinking. Yeah. Yeah. So that's really cool for me because unlike comedies,
You can engage your brain.
right? That having ADHD, man, you don't pay attention to shit. But when you get in there and you I paid attention to real minute details. So one of the characters he picked, I thought right away earlier in the movie I was like, well, that can't be it because now they've. But to be honest, one of the characters I picked early on too, they kind of said it, but I agreed with that storyline. But it's cool though because as it plays and people die, you're like, oh, it's like checking.
It's not that dude.
It's like in Guess Who when you're just taking, you know what I mean? Like or Battleship or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you think exactly. Like you think you're figuring out, and then you're sitting back and you're forward, and then they add a little bit of comedy. Yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Good for a Scream.
For what it is.
I knew what I was.
Yes.
See, that the difference there is I knew what I was getting into a Scream because I'm not a huge horror movie fan, and I think that they're stupid. But because I think that, and I know that horror movies are dumb in general because they're all exactly the same.
Yep.
None of them make any logical sense.
Yeah.
There's always sound before every scary scene, except for 2 times in this one. But,
Yeah,
but for the most part, there's always sound right before it, and then everybody follows every single rule until it's their turn to die.
Yeah.
They have to follow rules the whole time. And then you know when they're going to die because they're doing the exact thing that they shouldn't be doing. It happens every
Although
single
in
scary
this
movie.
one, they called it out a little bit,
Yeah.
which is pretty.
Wait, they call it out and they still fucking do it. They still go off by themselves. They
Yeah.
run upstairs. They go. They don't pick a gun up for some reason. They can't hear each other in the other room.
Yeah.
Like if I don't pick those things apart and I just try to enjoy the movie, it wasn't bad.
Well, and that goes to my point. I don't know if you heard me say it, but Scream they always know who they are. The movie knows what it is, and it stayed true to that throughout the entire franchise.
Yeah, when Jamie Kennedy said "turn around, he's gonna kill you," and they got killed for not turning around.
Yeah.
I think
fire right.
I think they give the layup to Scary Movie. You know what I mean? They basically create a storyline for them. Like, hey, just take another group of people and remake our movie, and then a couple others. Like they wrote it out for them.
It does help me think that the original Scream was that good.
Okay.
That movie was amazing.
It's awesome.
Original Scream was, in my opinion, was scarier than this one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but it was so good.
Yeah, because it was different than a lot of other scary movies.
Yes,
Then.
and I saw it as a kid. So
I was
as a
young,
kid, that movie is scary.
Yeah.
Dude, when he kills Drew Barrymore at the beginning, he hangs her by the tree, and her intestines are hanging out. That shit was brutal.
And it makes it
What
more,
the hell, Ma?
It
Yeah.
makes the shit more
Dad.
relatable too because we watched it around the time where we were relative age.
Yeah, we're young.
Now we're much older than these kids, and I'm like, now I'm looking at the kids and like the kid.
Weird
the
Nav Campbell.
the high school, the jock dude at the beginning. I'm like, God, you're such a dick.
Well, that's the thing.
But when I was a young jock kid, I might have fucking acted like this, just like his dumbass.
Yeah.
So, but in your head, you're like, hey, some dude got a knife, he's coming to kill you. Okay. And then you just get a gun and you did it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I
Just stay strapped the entire time.
I just sit in the corner of a closet and wait for that cocksucker to open the door. Hey, I'll put a note. If you open this, I'm gonna shoot you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They say it in the movie.
Yeah. So let's jump into some spoilers. Let's get into it. First up, things that we liked about the movie. And I'm going to jump right in, and I'm going to say that I loved that they killed Dewey in this movie.
I disagree.
I loved it because he should have been dead. He has been on borrowed time since the beginning. And
He's friends with Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah.
This is his boyfriend.
David Arquette is one of the worst actors I've ever seen in my life.
He is bad.
I
like the doofy version of him.
In Scary Yes. And dude, he's so bad. He had never had any business being a sheriff's deputy. Then 2, never had any business being sheriff. The guy can't shoot for shit. Like, he's an idiot. He should have been dead. In the 3rd one, when he opens the door to the basement and Ghostface throws the knife up the stairs and he stands there and watches this knife hit him in the forehead, it's like...
Ben, that's every part of all of the Scream movies. You just don't like that character.
I don't like him.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
Because
No.
every part of all the Scream movies is
Yeah.
the exact same dumb shit.
Yeah, but he is like amplified.
You just don't
dumb
like him.
amplified.
Yeah. He's Officer Doofy.
I'm
glad he's dead.
glad I did it. I'm glad I did it. He was, again, dude, and that's in the scene where he dies. He comes out of the hospital elevator, Ghostface right there. From me to you, misses every bullet, and it's like...
I hit him.
No,
No,
not
he
the
did
first
not.
time.
No, he
When he
did
comes
not.
off the elevator, he missed both shots.
Yes.
And then he shoots him in the chest 3 times.
He got-
And then he goes back to follow.
Guys, you go down. I got
Right,
a headshot this guy.
Right. How about we stay together, like you say, and everyone, or you should have already shot him in the head.
Have we not learned anything, Dewey? You've been around for all this. These kids haven't. You've been around.
What-
Shoot him in the fucking head,
What
man.
did I say 5 minutes ago when I
Yeah,
said
you're
why I
right.
like the
You're
movie?
right.
If you don't, they follow every single rule
Yeah.
until it's their turn to die.
You're right.
That's every Scream movie ever.
You're right.
They stay in Paris, they go by themselves, dead. They stay in Paris, they lose a weapon, dead. They stay in Paris, they go downstairs, dead. It's the same fucking thing in every movie, different character.
Except Scooby-Doo.
Exact same movie.
And I just
Is
don't-
there a Scream, Scooby-Doo?
I'm saying in Scooby-Doo, they be all living.
Yeah.
And they separate every time.
Yeah. Either way, even with the fact that I didn't like it, I thought it was a big move to kill one of the main characters.
I'm upset.
I thought that was
we'll
awesome.
talk later about that.
Yeah.
But I wish it was someone else.
But what do you guys?
So do I.
I
do wish it was different characters.
I liked the commentary.
That Dewey
I like the new people.
Oh yeah. I like the new characters too.
I thought
One in
the
particular.
commentary and the way that the whole thing went was awesome. I like that they laughed at the situation. I like that it showed what millennials would do in situations like this.
It
like,
felt real. Like this is how
some of
teenagers
it
now.
felt
Yeah.
real. It
real.
related a lot to things that I haven't been through, but I can understand.
Yeah.
Which was cool for me.
Yeah.
That Mindy Meeks girl is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
The twin.
Don't steal my line.
That's my favorite one too.
Yeah.
She's got like 5.
Yeah,
though.
she's great.
That whole scene right there that I know you're talking about. She's
Yeah,
on the couch.
I laughed out loud in the theater.
Well, actually, the one I'm going to say, I had 2.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be one of the 2
yeah.
for you because the other one is from Your Killer.
Her name is Mindy Meeks Martin.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
plays
she's
Jasmine Savoy Brown. I'm sorry, her name is Jasmine Savoy.
I was going to say you had that backwards.
I had that backwards. Her name is Jasmine Savoy Brown. She plays Mindy Meeks Martin.
It was awesome.
She has a lot of.
She was real funny.
She's
snarky.
She's the Jamie Kennedy
Yeah.
in this. Yeah.
I liked her character. a
Me
lot.
too. Me too.
I wanted to say this just real quick. It's a line from the second movie.
Okay.
Because I rewatched the second movie when I started getting into this thing. And Courtney Cox, Gail Weathers, they said, because this is back in the height of Friends. They said, Gail Weathers, how do you feel about your news being leaked online? She said, oh, that's Photoshopped. It was my face, Jennifer Aniston's body. And I was like, that's pretty funny.
I
never
That's a
thought
good
that
homage to
before.
her, though.
Yeah. I just watched all of them leading up to
Okay.
going to see
I
this.
thought that was funny.
Yeah, it's a great line. Great
Sorry, I
line.
just wanted to say that.
Jennifer Aniston.
John, did you say your likes?
I don't know.
Well,
No.
go if you haven't. I don't think you did. Spoilery likes.
So, one thing I will say that I kind of hinted at earlier, but there was a scene in the movie where the son of the sheriff takes a shower, thinks he hears something downstairs.
Yeah.
So they play the music when he comes downstairs, comes around the corner, nothing there. Then he played the music as he comes to the kitchen. He opens the refrigerator, shuts it. Nothing there.
Yeah.
Which you would always think he's going to get killed.
Sure.
Then he goes, obviously, now he's going, instead of opening the door to see what's outside because it's cracked, which you should do, he shuts it and then turned around when something was there. But that time they didn't play any music, which was one of the first times in those movies where they don't set up a perfect murder.
Right.
Like the most, premeditated scenario. Like, because for me, scary is jump out scary. But you know what I mean? If you play the music, I'm already like, here it comes.
Wasn't that the scene? Sheriff Judy got killed right before.
On the front, right?
Yeah.
On the front
So
porch.
that actually got me. Like, I didn't see it going that way, and I thought that was a nice spin on how they did it. And then obviously he kills him right after.
Oh,
with
him
no
waiting,
music.
waiting on a porch in a fucking rural area in the middle of the daytime,
Yeah.
just stabbing her to death in the front yard.
Yeah.
Nobody sees that shit. Any other movie, there's 3 people cutting the grass, fucking little kids running, playing in the street.
They're all-
Totally, bro.
This movie, no. This is what I'm saying.
But
He's the only one who wore a mask. I'll say that.
Yeah.
He's very conscious of spreading the disease.
and more a breathing piece.
Probably
It's a
vaccinated
sound
too. Everyone else is just a bunch of assholes.
But I just didn't see that happening to her, like, at that moment. I didn't see that coming. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I didn't-
it kind of made sense though because he was killing the people that were
Yeah,
related
as
to
soon
the
as she
previous
got toward the door, I was like, oh, she's dead.
Yeah.
It's a trap!
And the older sister, Melissa Barr, or whatever her name is, Sam. She was
Yes,
fucking
Melissa
smoking out.
Barrera. She's in that new musical, In the Heights.
I'm never gonna watch that.
I
But
thought the little sister did good acting.
Yep.
I
did
She
too.
portrayed emotion well.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of it.
don't know.
Her anger at the end was a little.
Yeah, it was.
My favorite movie still, whatever. But
Yeah, I don't know about her character much.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dislikes.
I don't like the little jock guy. Thought it was too much.
Who?
The little jock guy, the brother, twin.
Oh,
brother.
the twin brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he tried too hard to be that guy. If you were that guy, you would fucking punch the guy in the bar.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have been talking that shit in the school to the guy when he got over there in the park. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
he's just a fuckboy. I didn't like him.
Yeah.
And that's 2 in a row. Talk about somebody fuckboy. I'd be drunk. I'd be drunk.
Chris?
I also.
Oh, sorry.
Because you're gonna.
I didn't know you were done.
I don't want. You said you hinted earlier, but wanted to.
no, we agree. I think we agree, right?
Yeah.
So on a count of 3, let's say who we thought should have died. 1, 2, 3.
Gail.
Courtney Cox.
Yeah, I can't stand her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She should be dead. Should have been dead a bunch of times. I don't know if you're going to say Gail or Courtney.
No, Courtney
Yeah,
for sure.
Courtney Cox.
It was.
Yeah, same person.
It doesn't. She has got so much work on her. I said this
the
in the
worst.
theater. I was like, I don't even know if she can show emotion. I don't know if she's
not
smiling.
the
She's
same
sad.
person.
She looks like somebody just painted a skull.
Kill them
And they put
both.
lips on it. Yeah, they could have killed them both.
Kill them both.
Yeah.
That was my director's
Oh
idea.
yeah, I'll take that.
Kill them both.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nev though, keep her.
Keep her for sure.
It would have been so cool if Sydney came back and she was just like psychopathic killer.
Yeah.
If she was a fucking murderer. God, that would have been
In
awesome.
20 years, I want Nev's kid to be the murderer. Write it down.
Yeah. I didn't have like major dislikes. I guess I didn't like that. I do think it should have been both of them that died. I didn't like that they let her live too. I also, there's a moment when you find out who the killers are where like, well, first they have the conversation. They're all sitting in the room confronting each other
Yeah,
about who
that
the
scene.
I thought it was a great scene. Which is funny because
When?
When they all
At the
go to
beginning,
house,
when they're sitting in
when
the
they're
house.
all there,
They-
Dewey.
I thought don't they talk about it before that a little bit when they're in the hospital?
Yeah, they do a
They
little.
do. They do a little bit because that's when the girl
But then
says the line
They're
about.
like, bring everyone that's involved.
Oh,
into
you
the
do.
room.
It does kind of make sense because only I can have her, nobody else, or something like that. That's immediately when I thought it was the best friend.
Well, I'm speaking of that scene in the living room.
Oh yeah.
Where they all meet at the house.
the mom was the-
and
from
yeah,
the-
they're all like accusing each other or whatever. And then like, it's so one of the killers, Dewey nails it right off the jump,
That's
and
a
then
different scene though.
No, it's,
it's in the living room. It's at the living room.
Dewey?
Yeah.
It says it's
No,
she's probably-
it's not. No, it's not.
He says, "Look at the love interest."
No,
it
it's
always.
not. That's when they go to his house. They go to his trailer, and they're sitting in his house. That's a totally different scene.
Okay, well, whenever that is, right?
That's before.
It's early though.
It's the very first time they see Dewey. They go meet him.
Okay,
They say
but
we gotta
he's-
go meet an expert.
He says it again in the or at the house, right in the living room. Like it comes up again. I feel it. Whatever.
He
Doesn't matter.
They point out the girl,
Yeah.
Sam, and
Yeah.
then he looks back and he's like, "Don't look at me. It sounds right."
Yeah. Okay.
That's the difference.
I've only seen it once, but
Anything, watch the movie.
no, whatever he calls it is
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah. Oh,
saying.
yeah.
He's like, always look at the love interest, and then like they're hinting at who it is, or whatever, and then when you find out one of the two killers is the boyfriend, and he goes, "We're in spoilers. We said that," and he stabs somebody, and then he's like, I know it sucks, right? And I literally, without uncontrollably out loud went, damn. Like, I was disappointed that it was him.
He stabs his girl.
Yeah. And I'm like,
I didn't want to kill you like this.
and he's like, sucks, right? I was like, yeah, it does suck. Like, I didn't want it to be you. So
That whole scene right there was good.
Yeah, no, it was great.
I'm not the killer. I know. Boom, and she shoots the girl right in the face. I was like, that's the girl I called.
Yeah.
Yes.
The best friend.
I like that too, man. Like, that she was related to Stu, right?
And I wholeheartedly agreed with that. What that girl said at the beginning, like, if I can't have you, nobody can.
Yeah.
Plus, the video at the very beginning looked very staged. Remember the video that she's sending her right out the window with the knife? That seemed very staged to me, like she did that shit herself.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought it was a boyfriend.
I thought it was he said the boyfriend right away.
Yeah.
And then I said the best friend right away. I kept changing the other person. I thought it might be
I thought it might be the mom too.
The mom was
Or the father.
The light hair kid, blonde hair kid was the first one because he was the most unlikely to be it. And I was like, well, they're not doing anything to make it seem like it was him.
Yeah.
And then he died, and I was like, okay.
Probably not this guy.
I was like, now I got to think about who would know everybody. And the mom would have, and they brought her up and deliberately gave a reason why she wasn't there. So now she has an alibi to not be there. So that's where my brain went.
Or the father found out that he raised a kid that wasn't his, disappeared and came back to murder everyone.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
I am tired.
Been there.
Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Ain't that some shit?
Ain't that some
Did you guys have dislikes? That's where we were at, right?
Yeah. My dislikes were always so simple, but I mean it's.
Well, our dislikes were we wanted to kill. What's her name?
Yeah, I mean.
That was the dislike.
I would like.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I would like her to have died. And there's one particular. I mean, again, I do go out of my way to try to appreciate the movie for what it is. But at the very end of the movie, right? The climax of the movie, right? Courtney Cox and Sydney, they're in the room. They shoot the girl, whatever, catch her on fire. Breezy caught in the fire thing, whatever. Supposed to be dead. Another time they have a gun. Don't shoot the girl. They're in the kitchen. The kitchen is where you are right here, right? There's a door frame right here. The other girl is fighting the boyfriend. Fucking falls down the stairs from there to right here and. Loud as shit. They're from where we are together, and they got a fucking gun in that room, and they're going back and forth. Don't kill me, and they're right there after everything is done, and she finally kills his ass. They come in. Everything okay? Like, motherfucker, you were right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They should have had. That should have gone a different way. She should have had to jump out a window.
Or they should have shown it how it happened congruently.
Right.
If they would have just
at the same
shown
time,
that it was a congruent
like in the
situation.
background, you've seen them like flying through the door.
They're fighting and they're fighting. Right. They're just
that would have
cutting
made
scenes.
so much sense. But god damn, that's such a huge thing for me.
And another thing we talked about while we were watching it, the scene. There's a couple scenes where it was the girl killing, and she was significantly taller than the people she was killing, and she's not. And when she killed Officer Doofus or whatever, she fucking leaned in, slit his ass from like dick to face, and pulled the knives out. Baller scene, love the scene.
Brutal killing, yeah.
But she's not really that strong.
As strong as I am, I don't know if I could do that.
They did stretch it. They stretched it a little.
In my head there, I was like, if that's a girl, I'm gonna be upset.
You need a legitimate samurai sword from the fucking 1400s.
Bro, the fourth one, same thing. One of the killers was a small. Have you seen the fourth one?
But I've seen it years ago. Though.
Well,
it's okay.
One of the killers is also a small framed, like high school age girl, and it's like
choking dudes.
Yeah, it's like damn, like what? Okay.
I got mad when
2022. I guess you can lift.
We're stronger now.
When the boyfriend got cut, I was like, because turned around and the screen guy was like, right here. I was like, who the fuck is in that?
That's his dog.
I thought it was. I kept going back to the jock every time. Like it's got to be the jock. It's got to be, and he's strong. And they've been pointing out that he's strong. He's already aggressive. And then he gets killed because he's an idiot and goes out by himself.
It's just attention to detail.
Which is one of my. Let's get into lines because I think that's his favorite line.
Yeah. So I liked how like the teenagers were talking about new age horror movies or whatever, referencing a lot of the ones I like. We reviewed the Babadook, Hereditary. Great movie. Hereditary was way better. Babadook was good, but
they get into depth about the meanings of them, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, but when Tara, the younger sister, I think she kills Ghostface, or right when Ghostface gets killed or whatever at the end, and she's like, she goes, I still prefer the Babadook or whatever. Right? Like, because the whole motive was that they were trying to create a new age.
What's your favorite scary
The
movie?
stab movies have gotten so far off the rails and far away from the original. They wanted to give new source material to reinvent and get a like.
Which is what was happening. It's just funny.
Yeah.
I love the way they did it.
Yeah. So I love that line, and I also like the way it's from the trailer, but like they make it, they cut it to where you hear Ghostface say, like, Sidney Prescott, it's an honor, right? But the killer was actually talking to Dewey when that line was spoken. But I just liked the way that was said. Like, it's an honor. Whatever. I love that. Anyway, go.
My favorite line is when the two sisters were sitting on the couch, and the brother just got in a fight with his girl. She went outside, and he's like, man, she's not texting me back. And his sister looks at him and goes, she's dead. I was dying.
Yeah.
Like, candidly as hell, like, oh, she's dead. Because that just sounds like something we would do.
Yeah.
If there's a killer out there, and someone went outside, like, where'd he go? Oh, he's dead.
She's not answering the phone. She's definitely dead.
It's just hilarious.
I like the scene where, this is the one I thought you were going to say, that's why I picked both. When they're driving when she finds out her sister was stabbed, and they're coming from that fucking bowling alley, her and her boyfriend, and she's explaining, he acted like he had no idea what was going on. Explaining to her and what happened, he's like, it's like Halloween. He's like, well, no. Well,
That's
like,
also funny.
it's actually exactly like Halloween.
Yeah.
Which was pretty funny because the whole time he's a goddamn murderer. So, and he's sitting there playing like he doesn't know. But that guy's character is pretty decent.
Yeah. He's like a super horror movie fanatic, but doesn't know the stab movies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Once he...
What's your other one?
Yours.
Oh,
that was going to be one of them too. I thought you were going to pick him because he was your killer. She's funny.
Yeah.
Even when they go down in the basement, when she goes sends her down there for the beer, and she's like, that was a test, and you failed.
You failed.
He's like, all right.
I was like, oh, she's about to kill.
Right, and then she's like, let's go back upstairs, and then she stands there and she's like, no, you first.
Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah,
that girl's very funny. I like her a lot. She doesn't die, right?
No,
she's
doesn't
in the hospital.
Yeah.
Or
She's also in
Her
this.
brother doesn't die.
That's also
right?
pretty
Isn't
funny.
he in the ambulance?
I think so.
Yeah.
They
That's
go
all-
like together,
yeah,
and he
they're
gives
both
like a thumbs up or something. Yeah.
It's also a pretty funny scene where they go to shut the ambulance, and she goes, can I go to a different hospital this time?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Like, yeah, okay.
While we're thinking about that, can I just do a quick director's cut? Just for 2
We're
seconds.
about to jump into director's
All
cut. Yeah. Oh, we didn't put that on for the. I guess we didn't need it for the last one.
No, we didn't. Just didn't make the movie.
I agree. Look, the movie wasn't great, but I didn't hate it.
Because how all of them have just been by the book, and this one was kind of twisted up a little bit. As soon as she got when she went up into the ambulance at the end, and then her sister got up in there, I wanted through those windows to see her stab her in the neck so bad, and her be a third killer.
Dude,
there's never been one. I wanted to see that so bad.
That's what I wrote.
In there. That's not what this says, people.
Maybe 3 killers. Like that would have been taken it to a whole new level.
If she stabs her in the neck right there in that window, because her stabbing is like any of the other ones. They hit her just like when the guy got hit in the arm and left alone. She gets stabbed and not killed.
Yeah.
She just gets tied up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, they could have killed her, and I was like, maybe they deliberately left her alive because she was actually when they went to go get her and she wasn't there. I thought maybe it was going to be a whole thing.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to see that blood fly across that window so bad, and then it just scream, and then it fucking end.
Yeah.
That would have been cool. It didn't happen though.
Agreed 1,000,000%. And we even talked about that in theaters. Hopefully, maybe they start the next movie right there, like they do in Halloween sometimes.
Yeah.
Where they pick up immediately where the one ended. That would be pretty cool if it picked up that way.
That would be dope. You're welcome if you do that.
Yes. I just wish they did a little more attention to detail. For the most part, I thought it was good. I really enjoyed a lot of the scenes, but to the things we were talking about earlier, like if it's the girl killing at that scene, don't make her seem taller. That's misleading and bull crap, if you're asking.
Yeah, there are other ways to disguise the killer than that. Sure. I mean, they're already wearing a mask and using a voice thing.
Yeah. Anything.
Because then
it
you
was
get to
like
this
she
point,
touched her neck and was like,
right? Because then we get to this point, and it's one of the things you can bitch about.
Sure. I also wouldn't have minded like some stuff you see in the news these days about some of those documentaries where like the girlfriend had control over the dude so much that she was telling him who to kill.
Yeah.
So similar to Jason, he was the killer, but she was the mastermind. So she never actually killed anyone, but she masterminded the whole thing.
Oh, the little sister?
Anyone.
Oh, that would have been
just
cool
like a cool little twist on all of it.
The one we missed and then stabbed her, that would have been cool.
Dude, that's you guys are both hitting on things that I was thinking about
You
this
know Ben
movie, which is
personally.
crazy, man. Like, so,
Ben's director trying to hire us.
no, yeah. It's so one. I was like, oh, it could have been cool if there was a third killer,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Or if you want to make it even more evil, right? Make the sister, like the whole scene at the beginning, her getting stabbed up, is staged, but she went hard with it. And because there's drama between her and her sister, I feel like it would just be like a millennial teenager nowadays, or that's Gen Z, right? Because they're younger than us.
Mm-hmm.
To like be so scorned that her sister left, that she's this angry that she's gonna kill her sister, right? So the whole plan is, I mean, talk about evil. Like, you're killing your sister, right? The whole plan is to lure your sister back
Michael Myers style.
to kill her, right? So make it a group of killers, the sister and
I did think about that.
and
too.
all the friends.
Maybe they're all
And then the boyfriend and Sam are the ones that are like the targets.
And
You know?
and the old characters.
And the old characters. But like, I was like, if at the end, like, dude, like 5 or 6 of them, like they all walk out in the mask and you're like, holy, that could have been wild.
Right.
Yeah.
So, not that it was bad, but like, I was like, you could have gone a few different ways with this. And I thought that could have been really cool.
I also kind of want them to open the closet and have a "What's Up" scream mask in there.
How-
They didn't do that.
Now, I didn't think about this until you just said it, but what's that?
It was scary movie.
That shit would have been just in a random closet, just hanging
Yeah.
up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Just a little. You know what I mean? Don't
Bring
even
it
say
down.
anything about it.
Bring it
Like
down.
when they opened it, when fucking she shoots the closet and ends up shooting the dude.
It's just in
yeah,
there,
yeah,
yeah.
and it's just in there hanging in the
Yeah.
corner or something. That would have been fucking hilarious.
Like if it was like a quiet rivalry, and then Ghostface shows up and starts killing people, and another group's like, "Fuck that!" and they get their own Ghostface mask, and they just start killing people.
Yeah.
And the audience has no idea that it's just a gang war between murderers.
And then you just see two Ghostfaces.
Right, it ends up Ghostface on Ghostface, bro.
Yeah.
God, imagine how
Write
big they would have had to make them
write
as
the
they were fighting
movie.
each other.
Yeah.
The one killing the one would have been like 6 foot, the next one would have been 6'5", and by the time it was done, it would have been 10 feet tall.
And Nev Campbell's upset because she's not involved. She's sitting there
And
like,
she's like, what the hell?
"Me,
Yeah.
it's me.
The
Yeah.
tallest
What
one
are you
ends up being
waiting
the-
for? Like, shut up, bitch."
The tallest one ends up being the little girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Makes sense.
She takes her mask off and just shrinks.
Got stilts on.
Yeah.
That would've been awesome.
Shucks.
Let's
We
score
just
it.
made a scary movie.
Yeah, let's score it.
Yeah.
Let's score it, boys.
7-3.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that score.
And that's high for a scary movie for me. 'cause
Sure.
I don't like scary movies that much.
Yeah, I'd go 7-4.
Okay.
I mean, I was right.
What
about
did I
7-4.
give? Shit, go. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go
What
7.
did I give Candyman?
I'll tell you in a second.
Shit, go, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go. What did I give King, man?
I'll forget it.
I'm gonna go 7.9.
Ooh.
I almost went 8.1. I'll definitely watch this again.
Then go 8-1.
Nah, but like
Too late.
7-9 rounds to 8, we're there. I'm good. I'll watch it again, and definitely recommend seeing it. If you, I said
You
this,
don't want 8.
I said this last week. If you love the first one, if you even remotely enjoy the sequels, you'll definitely like this.
I think this was the second best one.
Me too. Me
I
too.
really like the second one too.
Second was
So
good.
they're
That
like-
would probably be third.
I would put them right around the same. They'd both be low 7s for me.
Okay.
One was much higher for me because it scared me because I could put myself in that old dial-up phone. Like
Yeah.
even now, watching it now, I may give it a higher rating than when I watched it when I was younger because it has nostalgia for me.
Yeah, and it just holds up.
7, 8.
7.2 is what you gave Candyman.
Oh god! So this might be the highest scary movie I've
I
watched.
was
yet.
gonna ask, what is your favorite scary movie?
The Shining.
The Shining. So we did one when we first started. I forget what yours was.
My favorite scary movie
Yeah.
is Halloween.
Oh, The Hollow.
Like the original Halloween, but because that's so well known, I did Hush when we did that episode.
Amityville Horror is pretty dope too because that's based on a true story.
The
Have you
original?
seen Woman in Black? Do you like
No,
that?
the one with
Ashton Kutcher. There's an original.
is it Ashton Kutcher?
No, it's Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. Yeah.
Apologies.
So when I seen that movie come out and I seen based on a true story, I don't know about the original one, but then I looked into that story and it's before I watched the movie, and it's fucking gruesome what that guy does. And then you watch the movie and it was like, I don't know, I could put myself in there more because now I'm trying to compare the two. That's a fucking crazy ass story, dude. Crazy.
Have you seen Woman in Black?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's my favorite.
It's very good. That doesn't have as much music before the kills, which is
Yeah,
cool to me.
that also takes, and this is gonna sound weird, but that takes the bold leap of killing children, just like Amityville Horror. if you're willing to kill children in your horror movie, like you're taking that step. That's like a step further.
Yeah.
And they didn't kill the children. The children killed themselves, which is like,
Yeah.
God damn. It's pretty wild.
Have you seen Hereditary?
Hereditary's great
I haven't
too.
seen that.
Man,
That's a good one.
that just sparked because you said
Yeah, killing children.
Woo!
I'm telling you, when you do
Yeah.
that in movies, it's a deep thing. Anything like Moneyball or Hardball.
Hardball.
Man, just
Oh,
like
when Lil G Baby gets killed.
Oh, it's tough.
That's one of my saddest scenes.
Yeah.
When I was
Right?
younger, man. That was always on the top of my
it's the
list.
saddest. It's the worst when kids
I'm
die.
not crying, you're crying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's up there.
John Q's up there.
John Q. Oh, that's gonna be. My
I watched it like
that'll
4
be my
days.
nomination
4
this
days.
year.
Yeah, I'm going to be
Unless
Tucker
it's
if
gone.
he forgets it.
I watched it after we did it, and I cried for like 30
It's
minutes.
so
straight.
sad.
Everything, even the happy parts,
Yeah.
when he flexes at the end, I'm just crying.
It's
like,
so goddamn sad. Like it's like 5 minutes of sad.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
and
not
happy, sad,
right.
all of it,
Yeah.
all of it. It's fucking wild.
That freaking phone call he has to make. I'm like,
Shucks! Oh, man.
don't look over here, Jen. You gotta watch The Art of Racing in the Rain. I'm telling you, that's a sad ass movie.
I don't
Yeah.
like sad.
It's so sad. If you ever need to get 3 or 4 good cries out, that happens all in one. There's 2 full sad, like 2 sad climaxes in one movie.
No.
2 things that hit you in the heart. Well, me.
At least with John Q, it winds up being a happy story.
Yeah.
All right, so we good?
Yep,
What we
that's
watching
it.
next week?
Next week, we're going to do JFK from 1993.
We are doing it.
Yes.
Okay.
Starring Kevin Costner. And you got a whole...
JFK died. Spoiler alert.
You got a whole,
man, there
you
is
got a
Jack-
whole week to
whatever,
watch
man,
it. It's old,
I could watch it.
obviously.
I like watching it like the day before though, because I don't.
Yeah,
I don't feel like
remember, yeah.
I remember a lot as we're going back and forth.
Yeah.
Like I forgot almost all of the Matrix until we started talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I usually look up. Well, if I'm in the theaters, I never write them down because I don't want the light to fuck with people. I want to write them down because I know I'm gonna forget them. But once I look them up, I remember the whole entire scene.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember that whole back and forth with them two and Scream, but I do remember him saying it's like Halloween, and then her saying something. He was like, "That sounds exactly like Halloween."
Yeah.
And then she admits to it. She's like, "Yeah, you're kind of right."
Yeah.
It's awesome.
But what spawned this interest for me in wanting to watch, this is my suggestion, is because I just watched the Joe Rogan Oliver Stone episode, who directed this movie, and they talk about it. But he also just recently released a new documentary
On HBO, right?
on Showtime right now. You can find it on Showtime. It's 2 hours long. But he said coming soon, there's like a 4-hour cut of it. With they got.
At what point are you just gonna tell us you did it?
But
Never.
that's what I'm saying. He got
already
access. he got access to all these like declassified documents and stuff, and like
Yeah, but then
They-
they look like fucking crossword puzzles, or you know what I mean? Like they don't give you. It's like a bunch of blacked out shit.
Well, I haven't
And you
watched the
then you get
documentary.
the word the.
So Wilson watched one that just came out on HBO.
about JFK.
Yeah, he walked upstairs and said, "Government did it." Now that's Wilson.
No,
But-
that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing, man.
I've heard a lot of
Contradicting.
yeah.
Did he tell you what it's called?
contradicting things that the mafia might have been involved?
So it's called
I think Marilyn Monroe
JFK.
shot him.
So
I think he shot himself.
the
Maybe
documentary
his wife
on
did it.
the documentary on Showtime is called JFK Revisited Through the Looking Glass, and then let's see, JFK Destiny Betrayed.
I heard that was how Bin Laden got accepted in the game.
This is something else. Are you sure he's not talking about Showtime? The only thing I see is
It very well could have been Showtime.
Yeah, it was also. Yeah, maybe it was.
That's
Showtime.
it's
They're
brand
both
new.
premium now.
We don't have Showtime, so but he gets stuff however he gets it.
Um,
I'll ask him.
So anyway, yes, I listened to it's very like interesting listening to them talk, and so I want to watch this movie again because I haven't seen it probably since high school,
Alright.
and then I'm going to watch the documentary after the fact.
In the movie JFK, he's not JFK, right? He's
He's the investigator.
investigator.
He's
right? Okay.
investigating. Yep.
Yeah. I remember him in them glasses specifically.
So yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna pass on the shot tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I have to pack when I get home. I don't feel like it. So we're in.
I'm doing a shot.
Like the video, share the video, leave us a comment, subscribe to the channel.
Please tell us a movie to watch.
Tell us a movie. Any comment. Write anything on the page.
I hope one of you writes the word anything.
Sure. Listen, you guys don't understand. If you're still watching right now, every interaction on the videos helps.
Yeah.
Whether it's just a like, a comment, a view, whatever. It helps way more than you would actually think with the YouTube algorithm and getting the videos out to more people. So, you know, we just do this for fun because we enjoy it. But if we could get it out there to more people, that'd be super cool.
Sometimes
So,
I don't know if Ben enjoys it.
help us get to our goal. I'm trying to get to maybe 200 subs by the summertime, so that would be sick. So share the page, people.
Gotta start eating more local.
In a red drop.
Real talk for real movies, yeah, we'll listen. Real life for real hype, you feel different. Underrated, appreciated, or barely made it. You let us know at Law Bay, yeah, you really hate it. And Christmas like in the past, he thought it going better. And like Jess, it didn't show up and we don't let him. It's real talk, no theoretical, though it ain't invisible, man. It's so dependable, damn. You can't see him if it's dark or bright. Ask Chris with his Miller Lite. Or Blockbuster, it's so good, right? Candyman or Tony Dodd or Holy God. I mean the devil all the time, or release a lie. Apocalypto, go against the grain like your boy Adam, who drink Jack like Jungle Land and Nick Mullins. Educators, tell us what you know about him. Is it bad or good like Peanut Butter Falcon? Special guests like Danny D and Dave on. Let us look to the future, event horizon. In real life, the movie will never stop. Till it does, we drop and there's no getting up. Until then, subscribe and they let you know the tops. Only way to know for sure is to watch. So shut up and drink your pops, your soda and corn pops, and listen to the real life movie talk. I'm isolated like the lady in black, and I seek revenge for these movies that whack.
I'm Ron Burgundy.